You see, this is the most important spectacle of your very lives. I'm going to teach you how to play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and not suck at it. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down for you. You're trash. You suck. You have sucked this whole time. You thought you were good, you suck. I thought I was good, I suck. I'm bad, I'm terrible at this game. It's awful. Just kidding. You could be good, just like me. I lied to you. I'm incredible. I'm the best at this game. I'm even better than you. I'm teaching you to do it. Alright, so first off, turn off modern controls.
My perception's one button, and a perception's one button, and I'm never gonna mess up on an input.
Sure. But that's the thing. When you play on classical controls, this little circle button guy, yeah, this one right here. Fun thing about him is that he's your guard. He will be your new block button, because with circle, it's right next to triangle. And when you press triangle and circle at the same time, you initiate a counter, which is your perception. Crazy. I know you think that means that it ruins it and it makes it harder to input, but it really doesn't, because worst case scenario, you always block. Best case scenario, you always counter. That's when you move. Okay, now that we got this down, that you know that circle is blocked at the halfway point of your perception, you need to learn how to use it. See, if you press circle right as you're getting hit, boom, you teleport. It's a Z counter, it's a perfect dodge, it's normal standard Budokai Tenkaichi stuff. You see, if you press circle when somebody is in the middle of a transmission move and they port, if you press it as they're landing, you will port behind them. This is something the game doesn't tell you until you really look into it, because I went through the training like 3 or 4 times and I missed this one. Okay, now this is another thing. L1. L1 is your counter button. When you double tap it, you get the super counter. I'm pretty sure if you single tap it, you get a standard counter. When you're working on evading and weaving and porting behind people, that can always work for you if you have good timing. But the thing is, you probably don't have good timing. So it's also smart to consider pressing L1 during these rushes. I'm not too sure exactly how it works because it has worked for me, but it wasn't in the rules. This is my tech. This is new. Literally the game's been out for a week, so maybe you guys can figure it out for me. If you double tap L1 while you're being pushed out, you will recover a lot faster. So if you're playing in ranked mode, you have experienced the monsters, OG Budokai players. You see, people like me, we know how to vanish. We know how to tech vanish. We know how to vanish on key, and it can be annoying. It really can be annoying, and that's why they added so many different ways to get around it. Like I said, there's multiple ways to initiate a vanish technique. You see, with square and X, you can do a crash, I believe is what it's called, and that's where you porb a little bit in their direction, and it's with a heavy attack, and you can usually boost them away. It's typically used, I use it as a counter. A lot of times if I get caught with something, I can porb around them and then hit them with it before they hit me with their thing. There's the standard tech vanish, which is when you punch. If you start a succession of combos, if you press square and then circle, or square, circle, you break up your combo with circle instead of starting it over with X or triangle or trying to modify it, because when you press circle, you Z vanish. You have really good control of where you go in this game with it. It used to be pretty much like kind of behind them or to the side of them, but you have, for the most part, I'd say 360 degrees of movement with your tech vanish. And with this, you can also use to escape attacks. If somebody teleported right behind you after teleporting in front of you, you can tech vanish with a circle. It's constantly vanishing and coming back and vanishing and coming back. It's really annoying. This game's very popular for backshots, backshot combos, backshot express. Do not take the back shots. Up and square. If you up and square right as you're getting hit by the attack, very similar to the perfect counter, the perfect dodge. If you up and square right at that, you can counter it, even if you're being hit from behind. And it even works while you're blocking. Always keep that guard up. Always. Everything kind of plays off of itself. I was playing with a friend who hadn't gone through all the training yet, and he said, man, sometimes whenever I'm on ranked, it just seems like they're spamming it. And I'm like a little bit, but it's literally technique. Like, this is how the game works. Like, if you've ever watched an episode of Dragon Ball, what they do is port, because they're that fast. that's the speed that we're working with now. And if you can't beat somebody that's so fast you can't see them, then you're not really a Dragon Ball guy. And that's what the point of Dragon Ball Super Hero is. So anyway, if you like this video, leave a like and comment, subscribe if you want to. I'm trying to get fight videos out at least like once a day to stave off my bigger videos. I know it's not really what you're used to, but I feel like if you've been subscribed to my channel for longer than a year, you know that I make weird content. I make a lot of like different kind of stuff. So if you've been here for a long time, you know I started as a gamer, so the gaming stuff probably shouldn't be that weird to you. But if you just showed up after the retrospective stuff, that's not going anywhere. It just takes a really long time to edit, and these fights take like not even nearly as much time to edit. I just want to put out stuff to know that I'm still alive and still working, and yeah, so I guess you guys will see my Assassin's Creed video soon, and I might make another Bruno video.